Hey everyone, and welcome to Brick Talk TV Live. And today's episode we're going to be looking at this White House architecture set, which I've had for some time. So I won this back in, I think, September, October in the Lego staff auction, and I haven't had a chance to get around to build it. So today we're going to be cracking this box open. There's 1,483 pieces, so there's quite a few pieces to get through. I've only got another two, I think, architecture sets. I've got the Empire State Building and the Statue of Liberty, which I've built before. So I'm not an avid collector of the architecture set, but this one did stand out for me, so that's why I sort of snapped this one up in the auction. I think it cost me only about 26 quid in the auction, so it's not too bad. So we'll crack this open today and we'll be building this. You can join me next week. We'll be kicking off the Marvel March series, so we've got a series of Marvel related sets to build. So next week we're doing the Infinity Gauntlet, so join me next week at 2 o'clock if you want to see that build. But for now, let's flip over into a build mode and check what's inside the box. Morning Brandon, welcome. Nice and sunny here today in the UK. Let's crack open the seal on the box. You can see on the back we've got the expected size and then a comparison picture. You can see I've got, maybe you can't see it on the camera, but there's a few scratches on the box, which is why it was in the staff auction when it was returned. Couldn't be resold again. So this is going to be about 48 centimeters wide, so quite a long set. Probably just use it as a display piece once I finish building it. Let's see what we've got inside the box. So it looks like we've got 5 sets of bags. And we've got some oversized dark green plates as well, which we'll use for the grass. And then let's get the instruction manual out. So I'll just park the box to the side. So it's a small manual we've got here on this one, and as always inside the inside cover you've got a bit of detail about the historic importance of this building. It says the White House is an enduring symbol of the United States and one of the most famous buildings in the world. Every president since John Adams has occupied the White House, and countless leaders and dignitaries have been entertained within its walls. It's a place where many momentous decisions have been taken and where history continues to unfold. And there's a picture here of like the original design, some alterations that have happened as well, and then of course a picture for the outside. More history there. We've got the actual person that designed it. The first President George Washington selected the site in 1791. There's a competition design submitted by Irish-born architect James Hoban, who was chosen a year later. During the War of 1812, the British set fire to the White House, and James Hoban was appointed to rebuild it. Completed once again in 1817, there have been countless renovations and additions since. So that's that for the history. You can see the build experience here. We're actually going to build the main building through bags 1, 2 and 3. Bag 4 we're going to do this wing. I don't know if it's the east or the west wing, not sure. It's probably the east wing, isn't it? I would imagine, guess. And then we'll do the last wing and the last bag. So the first up is the Grand Mansion, which is probably the most famous bit that you see in most places, and it says the White House is a grand mansion in the neoclassical federal style, which details that echo classic Greek architecture. The style shares its name with the federal period in American history, a time when founding generations of the young republic consciously chose to associate the nation with the ancient democracies of Greece and the republican values of Rome. So that's what they're inspired in terms of the architecture. So let's crack open bag 1 then. Guessing there's lots of little pieces in this set, hence the high piece count and the scale that it's at. But I'm aiming to get the whole thing built today, hopefully. So first up, we'll get one of these large dark green plates, and we're going to stick a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 12, 1 by 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 1 by 12 black, just across the edge there. Then we get another 2 of those. Quite difficult to see, as you can tell on the manual there, because of the black pages and the dark colour of this set. Adding another couple of 1 by 12s on around here. Then we've got a 2 by 8, which we'll just stick on there, and then there's a couple of 6 by 6 dark green plates as well, which we'll just add on, and then a 2 by 8 just go in over there as well. So this is the base coming together. Then we'll get another large oversized plate with another couple of 6 by 6 dark green plates, and one 1 by 12 in black. And the 1 by 12 just goes down this side. Then we can add another 6 by 6 and another one just down here. Then our other large plate is just going to go over this side here. Then we're going to fill in some more 1 by 12 black plates. We've got 2 1 by 4 black plates, and then another 2 by 8 in dark green. So we're going to work down this side. So 1 by 4 goes in there and over on the other side, and then our 1 by 12 just go right across this edge here. So we're looking at about a 24 stud by 13, 17 I think. And the last 2 by 8 just goes in the middle here. So we have this gap in the middle now of the surface area there. Then we get one of these 4 by 10, I think 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, yeah, 4 by 10. And then we get a couple of these 2 by 10s, 2 of these, and we'll stick these together. And then they form across here, I think. I've got a 2 stud. So there's 2 studs are going to show on the other side through this side here, like this. Put it in the right place. 1, 2, 4 one side. Goes on like that. And then on the other side we'll get 3 studs showing through. About there, I reckon. No. Still not there. 3 studs. It's better. Just push that down. Now it connects all of these green plates over here together, and on this side. So we end up with this 3 studs on this side, and then just 1 stud showing through on that side. Sticking with the underside, we're actually going to put a thicker black rim on the outside by using these larger 2 by 16 black plates. So we've got 4 of those. We've got a couple of 2 by 6 black plates. We've got a couple of light bluish grey 1 by 10 plates, I think, and a couple of 2 by 4 black plates just to add to the bottom here. So there's going to be a bit of a overlap. So these grey pieces just go on this existing plate here to level it up, and then 2 by 4 goes down in this corner, this is overlapping by one stud as we go round. Two by 6 up here. Then we've got the last two long plates that go across here and over this side. And then when you turn it over, you can see we've now got this black one stud overhang going all the way around the outside. And if we do flip it over, we then get a 2x8 here, and just fill in the little hole that we've got in the middle, just to leave these 2x2 grey studs exposed, and we're going to fill those in with a 2x2 blue plate. So the 2x2 blue plate just pops in there like that. And then around all of this outside the black trim that we've got, we're going to put 1x8, 7 1x8 black tiles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just plain black ones. We've got 4 1x6 black tiles. We've got our tile that's got the White House printed on it, and then we've got another 2x2 in blue, another blue plate somewhere. So first off, we start with the 1x8s going all the way down this side, just the plain ones. Then we have a 1x6, a 1x8, and a 1x6. And this side, same pattern. So 1x6, our printed White House 1x8 goes in next in the middle. Then another 1x6 black tile, and then all across this end we'll put the 1x8 black tile. So just to give you a closer kind of look, it's kind of what we've got there at the moment. Now we're going to start doing the building itself, starting from this back section here. We have a 1x8 light bluish grey tile. We've got 2 quarter tiles in light bluish grey somewhere. I can't see yet, but there's one. And there's another one. And then we've got 7 light bluish grey masonry bricks, 1x2s, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we put our 1x8 across there, and then either end we'll put these grey quarter tiles to create this shape. Then 6 studs across, 2, 4, 6. We'll put our 3 masonry bricks next to each other, and then we have 2 coming off like this other side to make this U shape. Then we've got 6 jumper tiles, 1x2 red ones, 4, 5, 6, and this time we get 16 of the masonry bricks, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 and 16. And this bit we're about to build, it actually has a little note here that says the White House sits at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington DC, the capital city of the United States. So it's a fairly well-known fact, that one. That's what it says in the instruction manual. So we come out by 2 1x2 bricks here, then we go across by 4 then we go in by 2, and we repeat the pattern on the opposite side, out by 2, up by 4, with the masonry pattern facade going on the outside of the bricks. 2 in there, and then where this wall finishes we stick 3 of these jumper tiles right across on both sides, so here and here, like that. Then we get 2 2x6 blue tiles, plates even, a 1x4 plate, and then a red 1x4 tile, and we'll stick the plate and the tile together like that, and the blue plates on top of each other just between these 2 walls that we've made, and then that tile goes in the middle at the front there. Then we've got 2 2x4s, a 1x2 in blue, and 2 red 1x2s, and then we've got 3 2x2s modified with studs on the side. My favourite Lego theme is probably Creator Expert or 18 plus themes nowadays. So anything that includes like the modulars or anything that's a bit more of a complicated build. I do quite like Harry Potter stuff as well, to be honest, but I think it would have to be Creator Expert or the 18 plus range, which it is now. Favourite Lego set that I own, I've got a real soft spot for the Hogwarts castle, so that's quite a favourite one. Also Barracuda Bay, because of the historic remembrance of having the Black Sea Barracuda ship when I was a kid. But I think my favourite kind of all the sets are the modular sets, so maybe the Town Hall. I do quite like the Town Hall. It's tough to choose a favourite. I think it'd have to be one of those that I mentioned. If you put a gun to my head, I might even go for the Hogwarts castle. And I'm probably forgetting some that I've already got that I really love as well, to be honest. Millennium Falcon was okay, the big one. I've got that, but it wasn't my favourite one. So now we've put a couple more bricks in here. We're going to put some plates around to start giving us the white detail of the building itself. So we've got 2 1x6 white plates. We've got 3 1x4 plates. We've got 8 corner plates, if I can find them, 2x2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got a couple more red jumper tiles. We've got 4 dark tan colour 1x3 tiles. And what have I missed? 2 1x3 plates. Which I can't see. There's 1, there's 2. So we start with a 1x4 white plate, goes right across the back here, and then we've got another 2 that go either side. Then we've got 1x6 plates that go either side here, and then we've got a corner plate in white. In fact, I'm going to put all the corner plates in the corners already there, and then in here they actually connect to these red bricks that we just stuck in a minute ago. and our 1x3s go here at the front, either side, and our 1x3 dark tan tiles just come right in this middle bit here, and our jumper tiles just go in the front, like so. Then we need some light bluish grey pieces, it looks like. So we have a 2x2 tile. We have got no white. We've got 4 1x6 white tiles. We've got 2 1x2 plates. We've got 1x8 white plates. 4 1x1 plates in white. We've got 1 1x2 white tile, and we should have 4 1x2 white jumpers, top tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're just going to go around these plates we've just added. So the jumpers go there. 1x1 plate on the corner, there and there. Another jumper either side here. Another 1x1 plate there. Our 2x2 round tile is going to go in the middle and overhang just there. Then coming off either side of that is the 1x6 white plates. Then down this side we've got a 1x8 plate that goes on each side. Another 1x6 white tile coming in either side over here. Then our 1x2 goes there, and then our 1x2 plates just go on the inside to level it up there. Then we're going to do a series of windows, I think, and we've got a lot of dark trans 1x1s here, so we've got 24 of these to put together. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. We've got 12 1x1s in white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and we've got 4 1x2s, 1, 2, 3 in white, and then we've got 8 1x1s in white. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So we've got to build 4 of these. So we start off with sticking 3 of these 1x1s together. I'm going to push them on the table to try and make sure they're leveled up. Then we put a 1x2 on top. Our 1x1 in white goes at the back. We put a 1x1 plate on the front and a 1x1 brick on top. And then we have another 3 of these clear pieces that go together, and top that off with 2 1x1s. So we end up with, we need 4 of these pieces. So let's do that again. Just do 1x1. Another one. There's another one, and the last one. For now. There's our fourth one, and these are going to go in each corner of the mansion. These sides, so now it's got these windows coming through. Then we're going to build two bits of detail here, so we need two 2x2 plates in white. We've got a couple of 2x2 black jumpers, tiles, a couple of panels, 1x2s, a couple of 1x2 reds. We've got these sort of semicircle tiles, a couple of 1x2 plates in white, and we've got two red 1x2 brackets. These are going to add detail to the side of the White House. We start with a 2x2, put a red 1x2 brick in, then the plates, then we stick the panel on top facing this way. Then we get our bracket, the red bracket, and stick the jumper tile in, and on top of the jumper tile, on the stud, we stick this semicircle piece. Then we bring this back in, and we'll stick the bracket on top of the red 1x2 to create this kind of pattern here. So then we do that again. So we've got two of these. Stick that on top there. And do that. And if we come back in here where we've got the gap in between each, then we'll slot this in either side. So now we've got on the sides, we've got this pattern now in the middle on both sides. Brandon, favourite gift with purchase? I think this might be the Monster Book of Monsters that we had with Harry Potter, where you move the book along and it snaps. I'm trying to think if there's any others. Amelia Heart was okay, but not great. Yeah, I think it was the Monster Book of Monsters. I think that's probably my favourite gift with purchase so far, anyway. Then we've got a couple of 1x4 arches, a 1x2, and then we've got 8 1x1 rounds. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we're going to put the 1x1 rounds just around here on top of these studs here. I'm guessing we'll have some pillars going in, or rods going in these a bit later to give us some columns. Let's go all the way around there. Then our arch pieces go over those black pieces, jumper tiles that we just created, and then our 1x2 blue pieces goes in the middle there. So now on the ends we've got these arches going over like that on both sides. Then put that to the side. We've got to build 2 blue pieces now, so we need 8 of these 1x3s. 2, 4, 6, 8. We've got 8 1x2s in blue. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we've got 4 1x2 red jumpers. We've got to build 2 of these. So we stick a 1x2 into the bottom of a 1x3. Then we'll stick a 1x3 into the bottom of that. Another 1x2. Then on top, so it's a 1x3, 1x2. Just following this pattern. These 1x2s and 1x3s, and then on top here we stick 2 red jumpers. So we create something like this. We've got to do that again now. So we've got those 2. Bringing back the White House in, these are going to go onto these 3 jumper tiles that we've got here. So one goes on that side, the other on that side now. Then put that to the side. We're going to start building out some more windows, I think. So we start with a 1x4 in red, and then we've got 4 of these jumper tiles, 1x3 ones with 2 studs. So we get 4 of those. Stick them into the bottom of this tile like this, and then we get 5 1x2s with the slider piece on. 3, 4, 5, and then we've got 10 of these 1x2 trans clear black. So 6, 8, 10 and 12, 10, sorry, just 10 we need. And then in 5s we put 2 of these clear pieces together with the 1x2 with the slider on. So we need to do 5 of these, and then we stick them all together. So then if we stick them all together like this, so you can see we've got something like that, and then we stick that onto these 2 studs. And then we need 5 more of these 1x2s with the slides on. 3, 5. We get 10 1x1s. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we get 10 1x1s plates with the clips on. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. And then we stick 2 of these 1x1s with the clips on together, lined up. We stick that into one side of the 1x2 with the slide piece on, and then we stick 2 1x1s next to it, so we make 5 of these pieces. And one more. Right, so now we've got 5 of those. We just stick them all together like we did with the last ones. We've got something like this now. I need to line the clips up a little bit better. They're a bit wonky, but they're like that. And then if we bring this back in, we stick this onto the other 2 studs. So now we've got something like this. Then on top here, we stick a 1x2 trans black clear there, and a 1x1 plate in white, and a 1x1 trans clear plates in black on top there. And then we top these off with some tile, so trans clear 1x2 and a single one on the other trans clear piece, and then in the middle we'll stick a 1x1 white tile, so they're smoothed off now like this. Then into the bottom here we've got one of these 1x1 by 1/3 with the 2 studs on, and they stick them together first, and then these plug into the bottom like this, and then we bring back in our model. That's going to clip into the front here, so then you can see sort of windows showing through that side. Now we're going to build the other one that goes on this side. So it's the same approach but sort of mirror imaged. Start with the 1x4 in red, these 1x3 jumper tiles, which are currently not level, stuck into the bottom. We get 10 of these, 6, 8 and 10, and 5 1x2s with the slider piece on, and then stick 2 of these trans clear pieces together, stick them into the bottom of this 1x2 slider, so 5 of these as we did before. And then we'll just stick them all together into a row again like this, and this time these go on these 2 studs. And of course we've got the same again what we did earlier, so we've got 10 of these 1x1s with clips on, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got 5 1x2s, and then we've got 10 1x1s, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's the same again, so stick the, if I can do it, stick the 2 clips together, stick them into the bottom of this plate, and then next to that stick 2 of these trans black pieces, and repeat 5 times. I do actually quite like building at this sort of micro scale. That's why I probably like the Hogwarts castle, because this was the same sort of scale. It's quite clever what you can do with making pieces look like certain things, like a green cone can look like a fir tree and things like that. Clever uses. Even on the Titanic build we did a few weeks back, building the benches out of these slider and handle 1x2s. Again, another clever technique. You wouldn't immediately think sticking those pieces together would make a bench, but when you do it at that scale it looks quite effective. So 1 more to go. And now we'll stick them all together again. My clips do look a little more wonky this time. Let's see. Stick them into the other 2, and like we did last time, we're going to stick 1x2 trans tile, 1x1 tile, and a 1x1 trans black tile together. So this is our other effects, and then into the bottom. Like last time, we'll stick these one by one, 1/3 pieces into the bottom. And then bring our model back in. We'll just clip that to the other side. I'll just about do it. Clip that in there. So this is the end of the first bag, and then you can see we've got when it focuses, we've got all the windows going across here. The clips are a little wonky in places. I probably could fan them out, but they'll do for now. So that's the end of bag 1. A few spare pieces, not too many, mainly the window pieces. Bag 2 is going to see us doing the roof and finishing the back and doing the front actually, so it's almost going to be complete, I think. There's 3 bags, I think. Yeah, 3 bags in the second set of bags. The first thing we're going to do, I think, is the same sort of windows again, but we're probably going to do it for the front, or for this section of the, yes, the front of the White House, I think. So, like we did a minute ago, again you could say this is a bit repetitive, but we start with a 1x4 red tile, and we'll stick these jumper tiles, 1x3 ones, into the bottom of that tile. So start like that again, and yeah, it's going to be exactly the same approach as we did last time. So apologies for the repetitiveness, but we start with 8 1x2 trans black tiles this time. 4, 6, 8, and we have 4 1x2s modified with a slider. So we're going to make 4 of these, so stick 2 of these 1x2s together and into the bottom of our 1x2 slider. So we've got 4 of those, and we just stick those all together like this, and then it goes into our existing jumper. And then, as we did before, we get 4 more 1x2s with the slider piece on. We get 8 1x1 trans clear plates. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we get 8 1x1 plates with the clips. So 2, 4, 6 and 8, and we'll stick our 1x1s with clips together to the bottom of this 1x2 with the slider, and then another of the clear pieces next to that. And then one more. and then we stick them all together, all 4 of these. And they go into that there. So then we've got another one of these created here, but we're not finished yet. We'll stick 2 1x2 trans pieces in there. Then we've got a couple of normal 1x1 plates to go next, and then a couple of the trans black plates, and then to finish this one off we put a 1x2 white bracket piece, if I can find it. So we've got this white bracket piece here which goes on this side, and then next to that we've got another 1x2 modified with a slider. Looks like this. And then we stick a 1x3 plate behind that, another 1x1 trans clear one, then we have a 1x1 trans clear tile, not a plate, a tile, and a 1x3 white tile that goes next to that. And that finishes the top of that off. And like we did before, into the bottom of this we'll stick 2 1x1 1/3 with the studs on the side into the base like that. And we'll bring back the white house in. That's going to go across this front section here and stick in there, so now you can see the front windows are starting to come together. So of course we'll need to do another one now for the other side. And we start that off again with a 1x4 red tile, and we'll stick in 4, if I can find them, white jumper tiles. There's 1. 2, 3, and 1 more. One more to go. There it is, standing on its side so I couldn't see it. So stick those together, try and straighten them out. That's our base as always. And then we've got 4 1x2, 8 1x2 clear plates to put together. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they go together in pairs. So we've got 4 of these again, 2, 3 and 4, and then they go into a 1x2 white with a slider on. And then we'll stack these on top together. Yeah, Brandon, I'm looking forward to getting Thor's hammer. So it looks like this. I'll get that at the end of the month. Slightly spent all my Lego budget this month already, so I couldn't get it on release day before. So I'll get it next month instead. One, 2, 3, and more sliders, and then we've got 8 1x1s again, the trans clear ones. 2, 4, 6, and 8. And then we're doing the same thing again here, so we get to stick the 1x1 clips together in pairs. Put those into the bottom of this 1x2 slider, and then we'll stick a couple of these 1x1 trans black pieces into the bottom of that. So 4 of these again. And one more. And then we'll stick these together, so these 4 pieces that we've just made on top of each other, and then we'll stick that onto the other jumper parts there. Then on top we'll do what we did a minute ago, which was, well, these are level, sticking up. We'll stick 2 1x2 trans clear black pieces there. We've got a couple of 1x1 plates that go in the middle in white, and then a couple of 1x1 trans clear pieces above that. And on top of that we have got another 1x2 plate with a slider on. I can't see. Also got one of these 1x2 bracket pieces to go on, but we do need modified 1x2 plate with a slider on as well. It's probably hiding in plain sight. There it is. So put the 1x2 slider on that side, and then our 1x2 bracket piece there. Then we've got a 1x3 tile there, and then a 1x1 black tile there. Then we've got 2 1x1 by 1/3 with the studs on the side again, which will stick together. We can find another one. Where are you? Oh man, this is hiding. Where are you hiding? There it is, facing away from me, so I can see it. So we stick 2 of these together, and then we'll stick those again into the bottom that side. And if we bring the white house back in again here, this then forms the other side with the other windows there. So then if I show you that now, we've got the complete windows on that side and all around that side. So hopefully now we'll move on to some other building type techniques. So yeah, we've got 1x8s in plates, blue ones there, and then we've got 8 of these 4 length white rods. So 8 of these, 2, 4, 6, 8. So he's going to help us do some columns. So these 1x8s go and connect these red jumpers that we put in position earlier. And then of course, as I suggested, these rods are going to go into these 1x1 round white pieces we stuck in earlier to help us create those columns that you'll see in the White House. And one more. Then you can see all of these rods are in place now. Then we'll put that to the side. We'll get one of these frame pieces in here, and then we're going to stick some plates onto this. So we've got a 1x2 white plate. There's a 1x1 white tile, and then a 1x1 plate. And across the front we've got 2x2 white jumpers go on there. We have a 1x3 plate, another 1x1 tile, and then at the back we've got a couple of 1x1s in blue that side and another one on this side. Then we'll stick a 1x6 blue across, connecting those two blue pieces there, and then a 1x4 light bluish grey tile goes in that side. Then we've got a 1x3 and a 1x2, if I can find it, tile. So 1x3, which covers up that plate there, and then on this side we've got a 1x2 to cover the stud up, and then to cover this stud up we need a 1x1 in white, like this. Then on top of this light bluish grey plate we'll stick two of these angled grill pieces. They're facing opposite directions to give us sort of a pointed look there, so it looks like that from the side. And then there's a 1x6 dark tan colour brick that goes across there. Then if we flip this over, we've then got these 1x5, I call them Technic pieces. Two of those that go on either side here just to connect these jumper tiles properly, and then in between each of those got a 1x2 plate in white, goes into the bottom like that. Then in here we're going to stick 8 1x1 pieces, the round ones again, because this is going to go into the top of those rods that we've just stuck in. So there's a little instruction there telling me where to put them, and I'll probably put them in the wrong place. These need to go something like that. We'll find out in a minute. That one goes there, there, one in the corner here, one there, and then one there like that. And if we bring back in the White House here, then this is going to connect hopefully into all the rods around the front, and then into this back section here. Line the rods up. So now we've got, looks like this at the front. As you can see, that's all connected to all the rods we'd already stuck in. I think that's about right. And then there's a little diagram and instructions about what it should look like. It's basically saying it should look level, which it does, I think, and shouldn't be sticking up at the front. So I think we're good to go there. Then we're going to build the roof that sits on top of that sort of peak that we've just put on top of that section. We start with a 1x1 with a stud on the side, and we'll stick this Technic brick into that stud with a hole going through like that. Into that Technic brick we'll put a Technic pin, and then into that, this side we'll stick these bricks with the loop in. Did that the wrong way around. One faces outwards, one faces inwards like this, and then onto this we'll stick a white tile, 2x4 and a 1x4, which will give us sort of the roof. And if we bring this back in, we'll attach this on the back here, and then we can lean that against those grill pieces. So there's the first slant of the roof, and we'll repeat the process probably for the other side. So, and again, the 1x1 with a stud on the side, stick the Technic brick with a circle in, the blue Technic pin in to that, and then another 1x2 with a loop on the bottom, one facing inwards, one facing outwards. There's one, there's two, and then we'll stick our 2x4 white tile onto that one, and then a 1x4 tile, if I can find it, into the bottom bit. We'll bring it back in our roof, then we'll stick that on this side, and then we just rest that on the rest. So now we've got this front peak going on, sloped roof at the front. Then we'll put that to the side. We're going to build the roof now that goes across. So we start with this 4x8, and then we'll stick a fence piece by one stud on one side, another fence piece by another stud on the other. Make sure I've got them facing the right way, so facing that way. And then next to those we've got these corner white panel pieces, each connect in opposite directions. So we start with something like this. Then hanging off of this fence we'll connect with 3 studs, the same plates we just used, the 4x8. Connect those either side to create this shape. Then we've got a 1x6 dark tan brick which goes across here, and then we're going to alternate between 1x1 clear bricks and 1x1 tan bricks, dark tan bricks. We've got 2 clear, 2 tan, and then we end on a white 1x1. And then at the front, just in front of that, we stick another one of those corner panel pieces next to the fence. And then we repeat this on this side as well. So we want trans clear, 1x1 dark tan, trans clear, a dark tan, and then a 1x1 white. Finish it off, and then in the front we've got the corner panel piece again. So far we've got something like that at the front, and then we've got these clear pieces alternating there. Then we get this large red brick, and just connect it right across there just to firmly secure these plates. And then down the sides we're going to put more of these white fences, 1x4 fences. Behind that we continue the pattern of a trans clear 1x1. This time we put a 1x2 dark tan, and then another clear brick 1x1, and we do the same on the opposite side. So we've got a pattern like that. Then we get 2 1x4 light bluish grey plates. Make sure you stick them into the bottom of the red brick in the middle just to widen these plate areas up here. And then we stick a 1x1 white brick at the end of this fence on both sides, like that and that. And then we have some more of these corner white panel pieces to finish the corners off on both sides. And then continuing our dark tan and clear pan, put a dark tan on each corner. We have another clear piece, goes inwards on both sides, and then another dark tan, and at the end like this. So just continue this pattern all the way around. So now from the side we've got the fence, here's the front with the fence, side of the fence. And that's what that's looking like. And then of course to finish off the back we stick another 1x4 white fence piece on either side. Also helps that 1x4 plate that we've just stuck in. And then we'll stick another 1x1 clear piece on our pattern of the pack. One, and I need one more. There it is, because it's transparent, I couldn't see it. And that just finishes that off now. So at the back here, we've got the fence pieces and the continuation of the alternating pattern all the way around. Then on the front we get 4 black cheese wedges, and we'll just start one on the clear piece there and on the other side. And then we have a 1 stud space, and we'll stick another one on our 1x6 that we put on earlier. Then a 2 stud gap, and then we'll stick another one. So we've just stuck those across the front there. Then we're going to build a bit more of the roof out from this side. So we've got some of these large corner sloped pieces. Got 4 of those to go in each corner. 2 on that side, 2 over on this side. Then we stick, I think, a 1x2 in black on either side here. Then we have a long 1x3 black sloped piece, which goes on there. Another 1x2 black brick, and another 2 1x3 sloped pieces. Another 1x2, and then one more 1x3 sloped piece. So the front, or this part of the roof, is kind of looking like this now. We've got some holes or gaps in there. And then what we do is we get 6 1x1 white bricks. 2, 4, 3. We've got 6 of those. We get 6 of these 1x1 round blue bricks. And then we get 6 of these 1x1 rounds with the pins in red. 4, 5, 6. And we stick the blue brick on top of the white normal brick, and then we stick the pin into the top of that round brick. And we actually put these into these gaps here upside down. So we do 6 of these in total. Put them in upside down, so the 1x1 is sticking up. Just pushing them down so they clip in, and then we've got 2 that are at the back. So we've got 4 going along the front, and then these 2 go either side here and here, like this. There's like chimneys sticking out the top of the roof using the 1x1s upside down. And if we bring back in our mansion at the moment, then this roof is going to stick on top here. There's a little note here as well. It says the White House has 6 floors, 2 basements, 2 public floors, and 2 floors for the first family. So there's the roof going on like that. See that going all the way around. Then we're going to finish off the roof a bit more. So we've got a 1x6 white tile that just goes across, covers behind this roof area here. We've got 2 more black cheese wedges, go just in front of these sort of chimneys that we've just stuck in front there. And then we've got 4 of these 3 length sloped pieces again, like this. And then we'll stick another couple of these cheese wedges here. just in the front there like that. So we've got 2 holes left here at the moment, so it's kind of what it's looking like. Then we're going to do what we did earlier, almost, but slightly different in the sense of putting the sort of chimney pieces in. So we need 2 1x1 white bricks. We need 2 of these red 1x1 rounds with pins on top, 3 1x1 rounds whites, and then we need a 2x2 black jumper. In the black jumper we just stick one of these white 1x1 round pieces, and that actually just sits in the middle of the roof like that. And then with the other pieces we get the normal brick, stick the red 1x1 round in, and then we'll just stick the white piece on top, and then these just fit into the gaps that are remaining at the front here. Do that again for the front. So now we've filled all the gaps up on the front. We've got all these sort of chimneys sticking out the top. It's looking very White Housey. Then if we spin around to the front where we've got the White House label, where we've got this red almost step, we've got a couple of these large white macaroni type pieces. We've got a 2x2 round plate, and then we've got 2 1x1 plates. And we're just going to put some detail around to give us this front arch piece. So we start off with a 1 stud gap, and we put our 1x1 there, same on the other side, and then coming off that we'll have these macaroni tiles to create this circle at the front, and then just inside that we'll put the 2x2 rounds at the front. We're going to build this up a bit more, so we've got another 2 macaroni tiles. We have proper macaroni tiles but light bluish grey. We've got a bracket piece, upward facing bracket. We've got 2 quarter circle tiles in light bluish grey, 2 trans clear black tiles in 1x2, couple of plates in that colour, a white 1x2, and then what we do is we start off with sticking the 2 1x2 trans black pieces together, and then we'll stick the bracket on top of those. So they're like that, and then at the back we'll put the 1x2 plate, so we'll create something like that. On top there we'll stick the 1x2 trans clear tiles, and then at the front we're going to create a pattern with the quarter tiles and those macaroni tiles in grey coming off like this. So we've got this front arch piece there, and that connects into, if we look at our front, we've got these 2 studs sticking out here, so these are hopefully going to connect together, give us this sort of roof balcony piece. And then our other larger macaroni pieces just go into the studs like that. So you can see there's the plates there that we've stuck that into that 2x2 round. So we've got this other sort of lip going on, and then you can see the trans clear pieces there, and this little roof piece on top there. Then we're going to start with a 1x6 plate, stick a 1x4 plate in the middle. Either end, then we'll stick a 1x1 upward facing bracket piece like this. Put another 1x6 across to secure it all up, and then come in by 1 stud, stick another upward facing 1x1 bracket and a 1x2 plate in the middle there, so we've got this staggered effect with the brackets. Then in the middle we've got a 1x2 upward facing bracket this time to continue that staggeration up. if that's even a word, staggeration, probably not. Then we'll stick a couple of 1x1s either side to level that up, and then we'll stick a 1x2 behind that bracket area. And then what we can do is we can stick one of these curved pieces on the top section, and then a couple of white cheese wedges on those other sides. You end up with something looking like that from the front, or that from the top. And then where we've got these studs shown here, we stick the 1x1 rounds, so like we had with the columns going in before. Stick these all the way around. And then we are going to get 6 round light bluish grey and 6 of the white ones, and we're going to stick them together to start with. So we've got the grey at the bottom and then the white. So need 6 of these, and then we're going to stick the rods into these. So if we get our 4 length rods, we just stick those into the end. And then we'll stick these into these 1x1 rounds we've got stuck in the piece we just built. Can probably give us the infamous front columns of the building. So we end up with something like this. And then if we bring this back in, what we do is we slide this into the studs we already had. So we end up with this front section focuses in, like looking like this now, running round. Curiously, I have a spare 1x6 plate as well, which probably means I missed putting a 1x6 in somewhere. Oh, there was 2 that went in there. Let's just do that before, otherwise that won't line up. That's better, so we've got a bit more. Sticks out a bit more now at the front and lines up, which is looking pretty good. So that's the end of bag 2. Bag 3 is really going to be doing the front section, so the grass area here. We've got the flag to stick on top of the roof as well, and some trees, or rose trees or rose bushes that stick out the front. And then I think we'll be finished with the mansion section of the White House. Chuck all the pieces everywhere, and lots of green flower pieces here because for the trees, or the rose bushes. Is it trees or rose bushes? I'm not sure. Maybe it'll tell us. And at the end of the last section as well, there was a little note here that says there are 412 doors, 147 windows, 28 fireplaces, 8 staircases and 3 elevators in the building. As a fact for you. So just put that to the side again, and we're going to build a little subsection here. So we start with 2 1x2 normal white plates, stick them together, and stick them into one of these 2x2 modified with the studs into the front, not the back, like this. And that was something like that. And then into the top of that we'll stick these curved bricks like that and like that, and we'll stick a 1x2 just in the middle there to level that off. Then we'll stick 2 1x2s together, opposite directions. So we get like that, and that allows us then to clip in another curved piece, a large curved piece this time, on each side, and then this two studs get covered up with a white tile, not the American flag, a piece like that. Then we get a 2x3 black plate. We'll stick one of these curved pieces in black over that, and then we do it again, and then we've got two of these sort of cutaway pieces. So we've got this shape here, and then we'll just stick that with a 1x4 white brick into the bottom, and then that connects, I think, like this, like that, is it like that? Maybe it's like that. I think it's like that, so it connects like that. So we've got the 1x4 sticking down there, we've got another 1x2 stuck there. We've got this black and white piece, and that's going to form the roof of this curved space. So bring this back in and just stick that in there. We've now got the top of that front section of the building there. And now we've got the building in here. What we're going to do is all the paths and the bits of garden that go around. So we've got this, we've got a 1x2 white jumper that goes just in front of the stairs, and then we've got this 1x8 bluish grey tile, and then have this curved macaroni tile coming out from each side, and then there's a quarter tile in light bluish grey that we stick in to make it look like the path goes in that way. Then we stick dark tan 1x2s down this edge here. So we've got 6 of these go down each side like that, and then we finish off with a 1x1, and the pattern repeats on this side as well. Three, 4, 5, 6, and then a 1x1 over here. So that's the path patterns going on there. Then we get a trans 1x2, and on top of that we'll stick 2 of these curved white piece bricks. There's one, there's the other one, there's the other one. So we get something like this, and that then connects across the front. I'm not sure what that is, to be honest, but I'm sure some people out there know. And then we get 2 of these curved green pieces, and we'll just stick these semicircle tiles in green on top. So we do 2 of those. So these are like little bushes or something. These go either side of the front there in green. Then at the front we've got a 2x2 round with a circle in the middle, goes in there, and we've got a trans clear antennae piece there. It's going to be a flagpole for us. It's just going to go in with the thick area of the antennae facing upwards. So we've got this at the front, and then we've got some bushes to stick in. So we've got 2 reddish brown 1x1 rounds with a hole in the middle, and we'll stick one of these medium nugget sticks in, branches, and then we'll cover that with 6 just green flower pieces. So these are probably just trees. So we've got to do 2 of these. So there's one, and then we'll do another one. And 6. And then these go at the rear actually, so if you spin this back around, one goes this side and then the other goes that side. So at the back now we've got these 2 trees either side. Then we need to build some more foliage, so we get a cone this time, and we'll stick 2 of the round pieces in. And then on top of that we'll stick one of these 1 by 1 in reddish brown with 4 studs, or 5 studs actually, going all the way around. So we want 2 of these larger trees. And then we're going to stick, these are the trunks, and then we're going to stick 5 of these sticks in here to make the tree. So we need to cover all of these with these green flowers. We'll do all the branches first and then stick them into the trunk. That's 1. Two. 3. 4. 5. So that's 1 tree's worth. Now we've just got to do another 5 for the other tree. And I think all we've got to do after doing these trees is probably stick the flag on top of the roof. And that'll be pretty much the mansion part of the building done. And we'll go off and do the wings. Two more to go. And our last one. Right, so that's all the branches done. Now we can just stick these into the trunk. Check out how this tree, there's a cool looking tree there, says one, and then we'll do the other one. And then sit down to the top. There we go, so there's the second tree. If we bring back the White House, and then goes next to that green pieces that we stuck in earlier, either side there, so you can see the trees now in front of the White House lawn there. And then we're going to do the flag, as I said. So we've got a printed Stars and Stripes flag there. We'll stick that onto a 1x2 with a clip on there, and that goes into a 4-length white rod, and that actually sticks into the top of the roof on this jumper tie that we stuck in earlier. So we end up with something looking like that, and that I think is the end. Yep, that's the end of the mansion. So that's that complete. See that all the way around the back and all the way around at the front. Looks pretty good. So now we're going to move on to the west wing. It says in the instructions, there's a nice picture there of the Oval Office, and it says it was Thomas Jefferson who first proposed adding a one-story extension east and west of the presidential mansion. A century later, William Howard Taft officially moved the president's working room to the west wing, creating the Oval Office we know today. It's from here the president's address the American public on TV, and where he confers with staff and visiting heads of state. And then you've got a couple of windows, a couple of pictures here. It says the windows of the Oval Office of the US President in the west wing of the White House. There's some pictures there. And then when it was newly renovated in 1938, there's some pictures there, and there's the actual picture of the Oval Office. So we're going to start with the west wing. Bag 4. So we'll do that, and then it looks like east wing is going to be bag 5. Right, so start with a 6x6 dark green plate, and then we're going to stick a 1x8 black plate into the base. Then we have a 1x12, I think it was, black plate coming off there, and stick another 6x6 dark green plate there, 2x8 coming off that piece. Then we'll have a 1x8 coming in this way, and then get our massive oversized plate that we have separate, goes across there, 1x8 again on this side, and then we've got a 6x6 again, just over here. Pretty much the surface there, it's a bit flimsy at the moment. So we'll stick some more plates in the bottom, and there should be a 1x3 black plate then it comes across over here, and on the other side, over this side. 1x8 goes in the middle there, and another 1x8 goes down this side. So it's our sort of surface area there. Then we get 6 2x4s in bluish grey. We pair them up, so we've got 3 lots stuck together. Stick one over here, one over there, and then another one over there just to secure the plates on top. And then we're going to put the overlap of the one stud, so we've got these 2x16s, I think it is, in black. Go right across this side, and over this side. And if you flip it over, we end up with something that looks like this. We've got the black one stud going all the way around, and this end doesn't. And then we're going to stick our black tiles around the edge. So we've got 7 1x6, a 1x8 black tiles. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So our 1x6s go down the side. Our 1x8 goes down here. 1x6. Missing one. There's one more. Finishes up here. So we've got those tiles now going all the way on the edge. Then we're going to have a little bit of a path coming in up here. So we've got 2 1x4 tiles, we've got a 1x3, we have a macaroni one and a 1x2 tile as well. So a 1x2 starts up here, and we've got our macaroni one, 1x4s, and then 1x3s. So this is our path. Then we'll start building the wing. So we've got a 1x2 white plate, goes in there. Then we've got a corner brick in white. We've got a 1x4 tile, goes across there, which is then ended with a 1x1. Then there's a 1x4 grey tile, and in front of that we've got a 1x4 white plate. And at the end of that we've got a 1x3 which goes right across in white, and then a 1x1 which goes one stud in on that side. Then we have another corner brick, a 1x3 plates. We've got 2 1x4 tiles in white. There's one. And there's the other one. There's the other one. We've got 2 1x2 tiles in white, 1x2 plates, and a 1x1 white plate as well. So then our 1x4 tile comes out on this side. Then we have a 1x2 tile, 1x3 plate, 1x4 tile. That ends in a 1x1 plate, I think, by the look of the instructions. Then a 1x2 tile, another corner brick, and a 1x2 plate. So that's that built out. Then we have a 1x8 in white tile, dark tan. We've got a 2x2 dark tan, and then we've got 4 1x2s. So again, just a bit more. Our white tiles, 1x8 goes across there. Then we put a 1x2 1x6 parallel to that, and our 2x2, and then coming off of that we put these 1x2s like so, some more paths outside. Then we've got a 1x3, a couple of 1x1 bricks and 2 corner white bricks. And a white brick on there, 1x3 on that one. Just building up the bricks we've already got in position with another layer. Then we've got 2 red jumper tiles, and we also have 2 blue 1x1 round tiles, and we're going to stick those on like that. And we stick one over this side, and then the other one goes in over that side. Then we're going to build some windows, so similar to what we were doing earlier. We'll start with a pair of 1x2 trans black pieces, stick a 1x1 with a slider on, and then repeat that with another couple of 1x2 trans black plates. Then we've got a 1x2 slider, and then another 2 trans black pieces. Then at the top we're going to stick 2 white tiles horizontally in the middle. Try to line those up. So we end up with something like this. Then we get a 1x2 with the 4 studs. Cover those studs with 2 white jumper tiles like this, and that plugs in to what we've just built there. And that's going to plug in over here on this side of the building to give us some windows. Then we're going to build, get 5 white 1x2s, and we've got 9 trans clear black ones, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we've got 1 trans clear tile, I think. Is it a tile? Yeah, there's one of those. And then we've got a 1x1 and 1/3 in white with the studs on the side. So we stick 4 lots of these 1x1 whites with the trans black pieces together. 4 of those. One more, and then stick those 4 together. Then we'll stick a white 1x2, and another trans on top there with the tile, and then that sticks into that like so, and this then goes into this back area there to create the windows going across the back. I think that's the back here, it might be the front. Then we've got to do windows on the other side again, so we've got to stick 2 1x2 trans clear black pieces together. Then we've got our 1x2 slider, another couple of 1x2 trans black pieces, white slider, another couple of 1x2s, and then like we did last time we'll get 1x2 white tiles, and what I haven't done, let's get our 1x2 with the 4 studs, stick the jumpers on, like we did last time, and we'll stick that in there. This then goes across this side, so we've got windows now on 3 sides like that. We'll do the front now, so another couple of 1x2s, trans clear, and a normal 1x2 white plate, if I can find one. All the 1x2s have got the slider on. Where's the 1x2? Can't see a 1x2 plate. In white. Also 1x2 plates, but they've all got the slider on. There it is. So 1x2 on there. Then another one with we need a tile, and we need one more 1x2 trans clear piece, goes on top there like that and like this, and then we stick that into our 1x1 and a bird. Where are you? Into the bottom there like that, and then this goes and fits in on this side. So we've got some windows at the front. Then we start with a 1x2 with the 4 studs. We stick 2 jumper tiles on top of those 4 studs. And then we stick a 1x1 brick and 3 1x1 dark trans clear pieces there. And then we'll top that with 2 white tiles in the middle again, quite like that, in the middle, something like this, and then that sticks into the front there. This bit there that sticks out over here. Then we get 2 2x3 plates in white, stick them together like that. You then need 10 1x3 plates. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of those. We've got 10 1x2s with sliders on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then we've got 20 1x1 trans plates. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then we stick 2 of these 1x3 plates together. They then have one of these 1x2 slider pieces coming off facing outwards like that, and then we'll stick 2 1x1 transparent pieces either side here like that, and then we need to do 5 of those one. These architecture builds do get a bit repetitive, but I suppose it's the nature of building a building. I did enjoy doing the Statue of Liberty and the Empire State Building. The Empire State Building itself did get a bit repetitive with the outside windows, but I think it looks pretty good on display. Statue of Liberty I've got in my city actually as a statue, but the Empire State Building I've got on display in the dining room actually. Now one more. Straightening up. Right, so now we've got those, we need to stack them on top of each other to make like this shape, and then they stick into these 2x3 which we made like this. Then on top we're going to stick another set of 1x2 slider plates, 1 and 2, and then we'll use a 2x3 tile just to cover it all off. So in the front we've got this kind of look here, we've got 2 levels of the building going on, and then we'll get 1x2x2, stick again a couple of white jumpers on the front of that. We'll do 2 of those. And then we'll stick these into the bottom of what we've just built, like this. And then bringing back in our west wing, we'll stick that on there, so it's like a nice corridor. It's going either side, like that. So I'm just going to put that to the side and bring forward this plate. And then we have couple of 1x6 light bluish grey. We've got one corner plate and a 1x3 in bluish grey. Start with the 1x3 goes on the bottom here with our 1x6. Then we have our corner plate and another 1x6. Then we're going to add 1x4, add a 2x3 there, and a 1x4 on the end, increase our base area. Then we need another corner plate. We've got a 1x2 dark tan. We need 4 2x2 dark tan tiles and a 1x3. And so our other corner plate goes on the end here. And we stick a 1x3, and then we'll tile all these studs in the middle up to give us the look of a roof, I think, that goes on top. Then to cover these studs that we can see, we've got a 1x8 white tile. Stick a 1x1 there on the end, and another 1x8 on this side. Then a couple of 1x2s in whites, and that finishes off the sort of flat roof there. So if we bring this back in, and then just attach this like that, finishes off that section of the building there, the wing. Then we'll do the roof. We get this large white plate here, and we've got a couple of light bluish grey plates again, a couple of 2x4 blues as well. So we stick the 1x6s either end, then we'll fill up the other sides with these ones, and then inside we'll stick 2x4 blue plates like this. Then we get 5 2x2 red jumper tiles. Cover up these blue plates either end. Like this. And then we stick one in the middle here, which is slightly off. And then round the whole edge, we're going to stick some panel pieces. So each corner has a corner panel piece, like this. And one more. Then we'll stick a 1x2 panel piece in the end sections, like that. And like that. And then in the middle, we'll run the 1x4 ones, 2 on each side. Like that. So that. All the way around the edge. Then in the middle here, we've got this piece there. We're going to get a 1x1. We'll stick one of these 1x1 rounds with the pins in top, and then a grey 1x1 round into that one with a hole in, and that's going to stick in the middle there. And to do the black roof section, we get a 2x3 plate, and we need a white 1x6. Stick that underneath there. Then we get 2x3 white plates, connect them to the black plate, run a couple more black plates down here, add a 2x8 on each side in whites. Then we put 2 1x1 blue pieces, plates, get a 1x4, stick a 2x3 over that, and then use that to slot in to our roof like that. Then we're going to cover all these studs up with 2x3 black tiles. All the way down the middle, and then where we've got the blue plate sticking through, we'll stick 1x1 black tiles on top instead, like that and like that. And then where we've got the one studs shown here, we've got double cheese wedges in black to give us some look of a sloped roof. So we've got 3 go in there. Then there's a 1x1. Then another 2, and then repeat the pattern on the other side. All the way down there like that. Then if we bring back in our roof that we made a minute ago, we can slot the chimney through that gap and just push that down. This gives us a nice roof. Bring back what we built a minute ago, and we can stick this right on top of our building over here. You see how it kind of looks now. There's a little note here as well. It says the White House requires 570 gallons or 257 litres of paint to cover the outside surface. And then we're going to put some greenery in here, which are some sort of bushes, I think. So we've got 6 of these 1x2 green round ended plates. So 2, 4, 5, 6. We've got 4 green flowers, and we have 16 semicircle tiles. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. With the flower pieces, we just stick the semicircles on top to make a like little bush like this. We've got 4 of those. One more, and then with these 1x2s we're just going to do what we did earlier and just stick the semicircles on top to create like the look of a bush. I think it's a bush anyway. And there's a rose garden somewhere, isn't there, in the White House? Maybe it's a rose garden. Didn't one of the first ladies put it in? Right, so one more to make here, and then these are going to go across here. So we've got a 2-stud gap from the edge. We've got 3 of these bush pieces down this side. We've got one right over here by the window, interspersed with these single ones, which are a little tricky. Another one there. These are a little tricky to put in. 1x2s aren't too bad, it's the 1x1s that are a little temperamental. So now we've got these bushes outside, and then maybe we're making some rose bushes here, I'm not sure. Then we're going to make some more sort of trees. So we've got 4 of these round 1x1 rounds, 2 more of these medium nugget. This time we've got 6 pink flowers and 6 green flowers. Just gonna stick these 2 reddish brown 1x1 rounds together to make us a little trunk, and then stick the branches in. And then one of these is going to get covered in pink, and the other one's going to get covered in green. Given the scale of this, I don't suppose this can be a rose bush, but maybe there's a blossom tree. Ooh. Did it go? There it is. Maybe there's a blossom tree or something in the browns. So there's a pink one, and then we'll do a green one. And then our green tree is going to be over this side, and then the pink one is over this side. Then round this front section here, we're going to put some fence pieces. So we get 2 1x1s together. Them there and there, and then in between here we'll stick these fence pieces coming along here, and this needs a little roof as well. So start with a 2x6, corner plate, then a 1x6, 2x2 onto that, and another corner piece like that. And on this, where the white studs are showing through, we'll put 1x2 dark tan tiles like we did on the other roof, and then as we did on the other piece, we'll stick these white tiles to finish it off here and here, and then we'll stick this as another little roof across the fence that we just added in there, so you can see what it push down. That's what it looks like over that side. good. I do need to got a long one plate left over here from when we were doing the bottom. Probably need to add that in a second, but before we do that, where we've just put that fence in, we need to stick a couple of more flowers. Got 4 small little trees, and then these 2 little tiles here. So these are like little paths. Add those in there, and then we've got to make 4 of these little green trees again, or bushes. These that side, and then we've got another couple around this side of the building. So I just added a bit more foliage around the edge of the building, and then, as I said, I do have a spare black plate. So I suspect when I did the base, I've missed one somewhere. Yeah, so just need to run this black piece right across this side here just to level it up. So that's the west wing complete. So we can add that to our main building at the ends. Let's put that to the side. Now we're going to move to the east wing in our last bag of the day. So the original east wing was completed in 1902 and served mainly as an entrance for formal visitors during large social gatherings. The building we see today was added in 1942 primarily to cover the construction of an underground shelter and emergency operations centre for Franklin D. Roosevelt. Traditionally, the east wing now serves as office space for the First Lady and her staff. There's a picture of it in 92 and then over there as well. So that's what we're going to build next. Right, our last bag for the day. Right, and as we normally do, we start with a 6x6 dark green piece here. Stick a long plate onto that. Then we'll hang our final large plate off that section there. And run another long black plate down there. And we've got a 2x8 in dark green. Goes there. And a 1x8 down this section. Then we have a 1x2 plate there, and with another long plate, and coming off this one too. Then we've got 3 6x6s and a 2x8. Just add 6x6 under there. One under here and here, and then 2x8 just under that section there, and we've got a 1x8 black plate going around this end, and then we stick a 4x6 right through there. So on this side we've got two gaps there. Then we get 4 2x4s and we pair them up into 2s. One like that. A couple of 1x6, a couple of 1x6s just go onto this plate we've already put on. These then go in just to secure up the other plates on the bottom. And then as always we've got these big large 2x16 black plates. We've also got a long single plate and 2 2x4 plates in black. Just going to run these with a 1 stud overhang as always. Go all the way round. Then our single one, which we missed earlier, just goes across there. So we're all levelled up now. We flip it over. Of course, we've got the black stud exposed there. We'll stick a 2x2 blue in the middle there. But then we've got 5 1x8s black tiles and 3 1x6 black tiles. And then we'll run these black tiles all across one edge. So we've got that all running around the edge there. Now we can start building the east wing. So start with a 1x6 tile. We've got a jumper and a curved brick somewhere. What else do we need? We need a 1x1 trans clear plate, slightly black, and a 1/4 bluish grey tile. And then what we do is we take the jumper tile and stick this trans clear dark plate on, and on top of that we'll stick the curved brick. Our semicircle in here and our 1x6, and that just sticks in the front like that. Then we need 4 1x1s bricks, 1 2 3 and 4. We need a couple of 1x1 plates in white. There's 1. There's 2, and we need a 1x4 white tile. And we'll stick the tile just, which way is it going to go? One on that side, one on that side. Just behind that piece we just stuck in. Then we've got a 1x1 white plate either end. And then we'll stick the 2 1x1s together. Stick them either end. We've got this forming at the moment. I'm going to do a bit more of the area of the east wing, so we need 1x6 tiles in white. Got a couple of macaroni tiles in white. We have a 1x4 modified with 2 studs in red, dark tan 2x2, with a 1x1 plate in white, and another quarter tile there, and then 3 1x2 plates, normal ones, 2 and 3. I think that's it. So then we have a 1x6 tile that comes off from here, and a 2 1x2 plate, same on this side. Then we have our red tile there. It has another 1x6, a 1x1 plate at the ends. In here we'll stick a little semicircle of the 2 macaroni pieces. Then we have a dark tan. And where does this go? Oh, I see. And then we finish off the other semicircle there on that side. Then continuing on, we've got a 1x8, 1x6 plates, 1x8 plate in white, another 1x1 plate, 1x1 brick. We've got 3 1x3s in dark tan, 1x2 and a 1x6 in dark tan. Definitely say that this build is not kind on the fingertips because of all the small pieces involved in it. I need a 1x2 white tile. So stick the 1x2 white tile over this side. Then we'll have a 1x6 plate and then a 1x8 plate, white going across there. Then we put a 1x1 brick and then a 1x8 tile. At the end of that tile we'll put a 1x1 plate. Then we've got a 1x3 dark tan, 1x6 to level that off, and then we stick a 1x3 and a 1x2 just around this side, and then we get 14 1x1 plates. It's going to hurt my fingers. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and 14, and we stick them into pairs so we get 7 lots of 1x1 stuck together. Wow, thanks for pointing out, brother's groom, that why else my camera do that? Always loves to freeze. Might be these presets. Should be working now, hopefully. So yeah, there's another couple, so we're just continuing to do the other 4 now. And 1 more, and then these are going to go just across this edge here where we've got these large plates, so every other stud is going to have one of these small columns on. And one on the ends. Then we've got 3 2x2 red jumper tiles, and like we did earlier, we've got these 3 1x1 round blue pieces, which didn't seem to do anything, but they're included anyway, and 2 blue 2x2s which we stick together. They go after this dark tan tile, and like we did before, we'll stick these round blue tiles onto the centre of these jumper tiles, and these go over this side here like that. Then we've got a 1x1 brick, and we've got these arch or anvil type pieces. We've got 5 of those, as well as we need 2 corner ones. There's another corner one, and I need 1 more. And so we're going to stick these, start with the corner piece over here, and then this arch continues all the way down. One by one, just on the inside here, and then finishing another corner. So we need straightening up a little bit. And then down this side we've got all these arches forming. Then we get 3 1x2 trans dark plates. So my finger's going to start hurting again. And we stick those into an inverted 2x2 tile. If I can find one. Should be here somewhere. There it is, hiding underneath. So we get one of these inverted tiles here, and then we'll stick the 3 trans clear pieces on top, and then in the background we'll stick the 2x4 in red, and then there's a 2x2 tile that goes on top. Where is it? It seems to be blind to 2x2s today. 2x2 in white tile. That's a modified one. There it is. And we'll stick that just on the end there. No worries, Bob's Grim. Yeah, thanks for the shelf. I'm actually emptied out some of the stuff at the moment because I'm got a new shelf unit that you can't see on the camera, so I'm just rejigging some of the bits, so it's actually quite empty in certain bits, but it will be back to full strength soon. And then we've got a 2x2 on here that we just stick on, and then we'll connect that to the plate, and this comes out in the middle of this curved area which we stuck in earlier. And I feel like the idea we're missing. Ta-da! But I put a 2x2 plate in first. It seemed like it was quite in the middle. It's better. So now it's actually in the middle of our circle. Next up we need to do the rest of that circle, so we get 2 of these 1x1 3/4, 2 of those. We've got 2 1x2 plates in white, and then we've got 4 wedges in trans black. 2, 3, 4, and then essentially we'll just stick the plates onto these to start with, and then we'll stick our wedges on top of that. Help us keep curvature of the front. Just repeat that on the other side. Like that. And then we'll just stick these on either side here. So now we've got this curvature here, this nice window. And now we're going to put some windows in across here, I think. So we're going back to working with 1x2s with the slider on. So we need 4 of those. And then we need 8 1x2 pieces. So that's 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah. And then we do it, stick 2 of those together with the slider on top. We do 4 of those. Right, so then we'll stack those on top of each other, and then on top we'll stick another one of those plates, and we'll also stick a tile in the trans dark colour. Then we'll get one of these 1x2s with the 4 studs, and we'll stick 2 jumper tiles on. And then we'll stick our windows into that. So bring this back in and we'll stick that into the front here, so you can see the windows are now in position there. Next up, we need to do some more windows. So we start with 2 jumper tiles, connect those with these 1x2 dark trans plates, and we'll stick a slider on top and a tile on there, and at the front we'll stick one of those 1x1s, and then if we bring this back, this will go in to this side. So we're starting to build the windows out on that side. Then we've got to do the other side, so it's the same again in terms of the pieces we need. And need a couple of jumpers in whites. There's 1, there's 2, and we build it the same way we did the last one. So stick a couple of these plates onto this jumper, and a white one with a slider, topped with a like this, and that goes on the other side. Straighten it up a little bit. You just straighten this piece up here. So now on the side here we've got this little area that sticks out with some more windows. There's some more windows at the back as well. So it's the same technique again. So we get 4 of these 1x2s with the sliders. It's a bit disappointing that there's no pull-out sections yet in this, so you can see the inside. Maybe you did with the Trafalgar Square one. Hoping maybe to see like a little mini oval office or something. 2, 4, 6, 8 trans dark pieces, and then we need one more 1x2 with the slider on. My finger's starting to hurt. There's one more, and then same again. So pairing up all of these dark trans pieces, slider. And stack them on top of each other. Then we'll stick another one on top for good measure, and a tile on top. So it's another row of windows, and of course jumping the gun here, because we need one of these pieces, and we'll stick some more jumper tiles. There's one, there's another one. There's one more hiding from me underneath another brick. Stick that on there, and then we can stick our window on. Go that way. No. Stick our windows on there, and then we'll put this across this back section here. So we've got another row of windows moving all the way around now. Then we've got to do this little section at the front here. So we start with a 1x1, 2 studs on. We'll stick 2 trans plates on there, and a white 1x1, 1x2, sorry. Then another trans plate, and then a trans tile, and that goes into that corner there, so that was an easy one. And continuing to move around again, we're going to start with another 1x1 and 1/3. This time we're going to stick a 1x2 with a handle piece on, and a couple of white 1x2 plates. Then we get 3 of these 1x2 with handles on, and 6 1x2 trans pieces. 2, 4, 5, need one more. There it is. And we'll stick again in pairs, but this time we use this handle piece instead of our usual slider piece. And then we stack these all on top of each other, and they go on top of this piece like this. You've got like little mini columns forming there. Again, see, it's another great use of the piece to form these little columns with these handles. Yeah, in Titanic it was the back of a bench. Stick another couple of white plates on, then another handle piece, and then we'll end up with a white 1x2 jumper on the end here, if I can find one. Just on top there. You can see what that looks like from the side. So then, where are we at? Just that there. It's coming along over this side this time, so next to our curved window. Then we've got to build another one. So another 1x1. Couple of 1x2 white plates. Then we need 5 1x2 handle pieces. 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 more 1x2 plates. Then got 6 1x1 white plates. 2, 4, 5, 6, and 6 trans black pieces, and then we start with, we do 2 handle pieces with just 2 plates on, and then we do 3 handle pieces that are 1 plate, 1 in white and 1 in trans. It's repeated twice, so it looks like this. We'll do 3 of those. And then coming back to what we did earlier, we then alternate between the solid pieces and the glass pieces. So we end up with something that looks like this, and then on top we will stick another handle piece, another 1x2 plate, and then a 1x2 tile. Finish it off, and then bringing this back in, this then goes across this side of that side of the building now. So we've done sort of all the outside. Now we're going to do some of the roof. So we start with one of these 4x8s, I think it is, and then we get a 1x8 fish grey plate, and then we'll stick couple of 1x6 plates off of that, connect another one to it, and then put a 1x8 to make the square all the way across. Then we stick these 2x2 blue plates around in this fashion, and stick a red 2x2 jumper in the middle. Then we actually put a jumper tile on all the blue plates like this, and like we did on the other roof, we surround the edge of the roof with these panel pieces. All the way around like that, and then in the middle we're going to get put a chimney in. So we need a 1x1 brick, and then into the 1x1 brick we stick a 1x1 round with a pin on top, and then we've got a grey 1x1 round that we stick in there, and that sticks into the middle of our roof there. We'll put that to the side. Start with a 1x3 in white, stick a 3x3 black plate in there, hang a 3x3 white plates off either side, and then we'll run 1x6 black plate coming off there like so. Then we've got 2 3x3s and 2 1x3 plates, and we're going to stick the 1x3 plates in first, and then at the end we'll stick our 3x3, and in the middle we'll stick a 1x1 blue plate, and then to finish off we'll get another 3x3 black plate, and we'll stick a 1x3 in the middle, and then we'll stick that in there like that. So we've left a hole there for the chimney to poke through again, and here we'll stick a couple of 1x1 black plates, one there, one here. Then down this side we've got our cheese wedges again in black, so we'll stick a 1x1 cheese wedge in black at the end, and then we'll run double cheese wedges all the way along. One more, there it is. So we've got that all the way along the edge, and then now we're just going to sort of clad the top of these in some black tiles. We've got 2x4 there, so they're sort of higgledy-piggledy shape, 1x4 across the bottom, then a 1x3, and we've got a 1x2, then another 1x3 there, another one down here, then a 1x4, and a 1x2 there. So we're leaving some studs here exposed, and then where we've got some studs exposed, we do have these pointy, like pyramid style trans clear pieces to give us like an effect of a skylight, I guess. So we've got 3 of those. To position on top of the roof. And now that's in place, we should now to pop that on there and push down. Now we've got the other roof with the chimney coming out in the middle and the skylights. If we bring this back in, we can position this on top of this area of the building. So now it looks like that, with the skylights around on this side. While we're on this side, we'll do the roof for this curved space here. So we start with a 4x4 rounds, light bluish grey and white, stick them together. Then we'll stick some white tiles across. Start with a 1x4 there. Then we've got a white macaroni on either side. And we'll stick a quarter tile in the middle there, on both sides. And then again on the back, on the last studs that are showing, another couple of quarter tiles like that. And then we'll bring this back in here, and there's the best place for this to go, out there I think. So just add in that roof on that section, and now we're going to finish off by finishing this roof over here. So we start with a 1x4 plate, stick a couple of 1x6 light bluish grey plates off that. Then we take one of these longer plates here, stick another 1x6 there. With the overhang, we'll stick another one of these large plates, and we've got a corner plate to go on that bit. Then we stick 4 2x2 dark tan tiles in the middle, so it's a bit like the other roof in terms of the design, colouring. Then we get 1x3 plates in white, if I can see it. There it is. And we'll stick a corner plate, 2 studs on there, and then where we've got the one, we should have a 1x1 plate like this, and that actually adds to the end here, so it makes it pop out a little bit more. Then we get a 2x4, put another corner plate on it that side, and a 1x4. Then we get a 2x3, stick that together, and then this attaches to where we had that corner plate overhanging like that. We can then continue a bit more with our tiling on the roof. And start to come down this side a little bit as well. Like that. Then we're going to need a 2x2. We've got a couple of 1x8s, a couple of 1x6 tiles, 1x3 panel, 2 corner panels, and a 2x2 modified and a 1x2 tiles. So then we're going to stick a corner panel in here and here, and stick a 2x2 in blue, then our modified 2x2 there, some more panels either side, and then we're going to cover up all of these studs in grey that are showing with some white tiles. Do that all the way along. So we've got something like this. Then we get a 3x3 in white, and we stick 3 dark tan 1x3s on top. 1, 2. Like this, and that goes onto our 2x2 in blue, and then we've got 2 macaroni tiles here. Which, does it go back there? Must be back there. These two that go together like that with an overhang. And if we bring back in our model, and you can see where these macaronis are, they're going to help cover up this arched area. We'll just push down on there. So now we've got that roof on top here for the east wing. You can see it all the way around like that. Brothers Groom, it's not the most fun build in the world, I must admit. It's a bit repetitive because of the windows technique. I think they could have broken it up by putting some internal detail in, like the Trafalgar Square, as I mentioned earlier, just to have a break from doing all the windows. So this is going to hang out slightly from the rest of the building. So we've got this little roof and then a little fence piece here, and that's going to go over this side and do that one, start offset there, and so we just added that over there like that. Then we got to add some bushes, so we've got 5 of these. Need one more, where's the other one? There it is. We've got 4 green plant pieces, flowers, and then we've got 14 of these like semicircle tiles. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and like we did before, on all the flowers we stick one of these like semicircle tiles to create a little bush. It's actually quite difficult to push in together, probably why my finger hurts. And one more there. And then we just cover the top of these as well, these 1x2s. And we've got some trees to make as well. And then I think we're nearly done. If you enjoyed the stream, do hit that like button as well. And of course hit subscribe. So now we're going to put the row of bushes, one row down this side. that. We also have a row at the back. These are interdispersed with these 1x1 ones, which are a little bit tricky to stick in. Also have a couple of them out the side here. And one more right in the corner. I do putting these in at the start. Ugh. Wow man, can't even get that into the right place. It keeps spinning around. That's better. Right, so we put some bushes in there like that, and then next we're going to stick some trees in. So there's a couple of trees to do this time, so start as always with the 2 1x1 rounds and stick in the medium nugget branches, and then again we've got a pink tree like cherry blossom or something, and a green tree. So our pink tree goes at the front here, and then our green tree is going to go towards the back. And one more. There we go, and then yeah, green tree goes at the back. So I think we are done, and there's a little note here that says President Theodore Roosevelt officially gave the White House its current name in 1901. And now if we bring back all the sections we built, we can then connect it like this and like this, and there's the, yeah, that's it, and that's the whole White House complete there. I'll go back to the main camera view in a minute so you can see it, but there you can see it from the top. It's quite a large set, so it's 48 centimeters I think it said, so you're going to need a bit of a surface area to display this anywhere. I didn't notice any areas where you could really look into the set, so I don't think they've got any internal details, so it's kind of just a display piece to look on the outside. Let me go back to the main view and you can see. So now they're all connected. There you go. So I'm trying to make sure you can see it all. As you can see how wide it is now, so you're going to need a bit of shelf space to display this. I think it looks pretty good. It was, as I mentioned a minute ago, it's a little repetitive to build. Hopefully it doesn't come apart. You can see the back. All those windows do take a bit of effort, and they've actually ended up hurting my finger, to be honest, because of the 1x1 rounds. I always find transparent pieces a little more difficult to clip together as well for some reason. I don't know if it's just the way that they're chemically constructed, but we finished it. I think it looks pretty good. It's probably going to get very dusty with all the black and white on it, but we'll display it on one of the shelves somewhere for a while to see if we like it. So hopefully you enjoyed that live build. That's it for today in the architecture range. See, we did have a bit of a vote where a lot of you seem to say that 38% of you say you never get an architecture set. 50% of you said you get the ones you like, and only 12% of you say you get every set that comes out. I'm also in that camp of I get the ones that I like, and anyone I've missed so far is probably the Trafalgar Square, so I would like to get that, but that's retired now. So you can join me next week. We'll be doing the stream at the same time, 2 PM on Sunday, Greenwich Mean Time. We'll be building the Infinity Gauntlet next week, so we're starting off the series of Marvel builds, where we'll be also doing Bro Thor's apartment, and we'll be doing the Guardianship as well at the end of the month. So join me along for those builds if you can. And until next week, stay safe, and I'll see you then.